Everything I'm not talking about, you know, Travis. Them things I'm not talking about. Every project you got, what we say? Yeah, Grammy next. Yeah, I want the world pilot.
5 minutes later.
Now this is what platinum looks like. You see him? Golly God. You see who's in it? This is real platinum. Don't fuck on yourself, yeah? Golly run the world. You get beaten again.
What's good, angels? It's your girl EarthAngel naturally, all up on your screen with another episode of DSession. Welcome back to another episode of DSession, guys, and in this episode I'm just going to basically break down my reasons why I believe Popcaan deserves every bit of praise that he's getting for his Billboard plaques that he received, and also praise for celebrating himself on this win. Otherwise, from the fact that oftentimes what we fail to do as people is celebrate ourselves. So the fact that he's celebrating himself, I think, is testament to his value in the work that he's putting in as a person at the time that he's spending on investing in himself. And also it shows, based on people's reaction, how much we as people don't understand the importance in always celebrating yourself. So you guys are definitely going to want to watch this video. We're basically going to break it all down right here, right now on this session, so stay tuned. First thing that I'm going to talk about or dive into is Popcaan's musical history. Now, yes, the video gone viral at this point. Everybody is aware of the fact that Popcaan posted yesterday on his Instagram that he received his Billboard plaque. Now, I myself posted a video about it yesterday, as well as several other vloggers, tea pages, and fans of the dancehall artists alike were posting this. What came to my attention later on in the day, though, was a post. Apparently it's not coming from Mavado himself, but obviously somebody really close to Mavado. How could you get access to such sensitive information, or get access to Mavado's sensitive stuff? Like, that is his $1 million stream plaque, that is platinum plaque. So obviously it's somebody very close to the entertainer that posted this video, or at least recorded it. I was shocked and I wasn't shocked. Let me tell you why I was not shocked first. I wasn't shocked because that's dancehall. It's competitive, it's aggressive, it's a dog eat dog or artist eat artist world when it comes on to dancehall. So I'm not surprised that somebody took the opportunity after Popcaan was celebrating his win for himself and also for the industry on a whole, that the opportunity was taken to be shady or to try to say what he got is not as amazing as he's making it out to be, because Mavado got a platinum plaque for his feature on a song on an entire album. Now, I just want to talk about that a little bit before we even get into Popcaan story. Let me just address that video right here, right now. I think it is the most ridiculous attempt to ridicule an artist's success or praise for his success by trying to highlight your own. Now, like I said before, this is not coming directly from Mavado, so this message that I'm sending now is not for Mavado, but it is for the person who thought this was cute, or the person who thought this was okay. It actually did more to hurt Mavado and his brand than it did to help him. I understand that in dancehall, mix up is the highlight of the culture, so you would have gotten a lot of views, you'd have gotten a lot of the little tiki fans them to share it and say, yeah, look here, Papi, you're going like your art and Mavado get. But when you look at the sensibility behind it And when you look at the actual work that is put in behind it, brother, where you do not go nowhere, it actually make Mavado look bad. To be honest, I don't know about no other fan of dancehall, but that never make Mavado look good. That never make Mavado thing look like it up. Mavado was featured on a song, because at the end of the day, it's not Mavado album go out, it's not Mavado's song, it is DJ Khaled featuring Mavado on the album. So the entire album had Beyonce on it, the album had Sizzla on it, the album had Cardi B on it, the album had so many artists on it. Mavado, you are signed to be the best, and you got a spot on that album, and I think it is not anywhere near to be compared to Popcaan receiving credibility for an entire project that came out under his label. OVO is a part of it, yes, but let's not get it twisted. Popcaan is still the machine behind all his productions, and I'm going to get into a little bit of that later, but I just felt the need to point that out, because there are a lot of people circulating this video in an attempt to use it against Popcaan, and I just don't see how it even match, how one song for match an entire project. Like, you get where I'm coming from, angels? Let me know in the comment section down below what you guys felt about that, the whole Mavado saga part of it. But closing off on that and moving into what this video is actually about, we're here to talk about Popcaan and why he deserves to go on top of a building and say, yes, fam, I did it. He deserves every bit of that. Now I made sure to even write down notes because I didn't come here to play. Popcaan's musical history. That's the first thing I want to touch on, right? How he got into music. Now the story about Popcaan getting into music, I may have to do a little bit more research on that to give you guys the right, accurate details. But let's talk about what we all know, right? Portmore Empire, Vybz Kartel, Gaza. Yow! Hear me no. Yeah, as a matter of fact, long before even that, Clarks. Clarks is where we all know Popcaan from.
Popcaan. They ain't no hot skull, but tell me something. How will you get the new clocks, the daddy? I wish color that, daddy no party. And you alone have the style, the daddy. The queen for England, I feel love of yardy.
Clarks was the first time a lot of us got introduced to Popcaan. So when we think about that, and when we think about how that all played out, you get me? I know that Alkaline uses it against him a lot to say he broke out on his own and somebody cut a key to Popcaan. But anybody can open a door for you into any industry, into any business, into any idea of success. It's what you do once you go beyond those doors that matter. And Popcaan did not waste his opportunity at all. He maintained respect for the position he held in the Gaza. He maintained respect for the role he held. He never attempted to overthrow or to disrespect Vybz Kartel in any way, shape or form. Not that I know of. If you do, please let me know in the comment section. But not that I know of. So for that reason, I believe that from the get-go, there was a lot of potential that was identified in Popcaan that Vybz Kartel himself saw, took him under his wing, and then we all saw how he shoot out from there. So in terms of the beginning of his career, it all set the stage for what we are witnessing right now. I am the one, Vybz Kartel saw it first, and now we are all seeing it. Now let's talk about his exit from the Gaza. There are a lot of controversy around that. A lot of people had a lot to say. Even Vybz Kartel's sons put out a song, said them not trust Popcaan. So Popcaan exit from the Gaza was not a smooth one. Not at all. Not at all. It wasn't a smooth exit. But what is our memory of it? Our memory is him on stage. Big up Vybz Kartel, free world boss. That's all we remember. He never used the opportunity for blatantly disrespect. Of course him show him shade. Of course. Anybody would. Him show him shade every now and again. But at the end of the day, the blatant disrespect would have killed his career. And he knew that. And he was smart about it. And that is what you need to be successful. You need to have tunnel vision. You need to be smart. And you need to be humble. And that is the three things I will categorize Popcaan's exit from the Gaza to be. Now his journey into Unruly is another highlight of Popcaan's career. where he faced a lot of struggle to actually establish a label for himself, but he still did it successfully by being what? Humble, having tunnel vision, and being respectful, right? I remember even when he was on Sumfest and they had a rule, they still do, where you can't use expletives on the show. And Popcaan, in an effort to cement his brand unruly into the minds of people and into the space of dancehall, he went completely against that. And yes, at the time it was rude and just unruly behavior, but him unruly for real. Like, you couldn't question it. You couldn't question whether or not him unruly in a real life. You couldn't question whether or not he really mean what he must say. Like, he lived what he preached, and that attracted a lot of fans. People always say a Kartel fans, them really and truly a follow Vybz Popcaan right now. But how big is Jamaica? The whole of the artists them share the same dancehall space. Everybody will listen Kartel and listen Alkaline. Everybody will listen Popcaan and listen Mavado. Everybody will listen Intense and listen Skilly Bang. Man, I ask Christ, I tell you no. So for people to be saying that, oh, Popcaan only a benefit because Vybz Kartel fans are listening to him, that only tell me say Popcaan a grow, because Kartel are the ambassador though. Kartel are the face of dancehall. So if Kartel fans are move over to Popcaan according to what the masses were saying at the time, how does that make Popcaan look bad? How does that devalue the work that he's putting into his career? These are the questions that I ask whenever I think about what people have to say now and what people have been saying.
Stop it. Get some help.
Unruly establish, everybody see how that are going. Now let's talk about his work in Unruly itself. Because Billboard never just get up and hand this man a plaque. Them never just get up and say, oh, you know, we just want everybody else in Jamaica to feel like they're not going with shit, so we're gonna do whatever. And like I said, people also say that him posting it was unnecessary because a whole heap of people get billboards and don't post it. Yeah, a whole heap of people get YouTube plaques, and every YouTuber reach 100,000 subscribers, they make a whole video out of unboxing their YouTube plaque for the first time. So why the man not do the same thing? Getting a plaque like that as an artist is accreditation to your career. It's validation. That's what you're working for, right? So why hip hop still upset say Grammy not recognize them? Because that's what they're working for. So again, pre the stats, take yourself out of the little box and mix up with dancehall entertain and actually think about the business side of it and what it means to be a dancehall artist. It's not just to entertain the 5 people them on the street. It is to build a brand. It is to leave a mark. That is what it's about. And that's what he did with Unruly. Signing artists. You get what I say? Establishing a legitimate. As a matter of fact, if I'm honest with myself, I think Popcaan is probably the first artist to establish a legitimate recording label where there's artists being signed with legitimate contracts and money being filtered into their careers and establishing them. An affiliate artist, because labels not always have a signed artist in order to work with artists. Like, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but I don't believe Jerry Island is signed to Unruly. You guys can correct me if I am. But I don't believe he's signed to Unruly. But Popcaan is filtering a lot of resources into Jerry Island's career. That's what labels do. I don't have anything bad to say about Unruly. They are growing. It's a growing label. And the artists and the people who work with the label respect what's happening in the label a lot. And it validated Popcaan within the industry a lot. And we might sit here in our little 4 boxes our little 4 walls in our box at Jamaica and look on it and it don't look like a big deal to us, but it is in the space where the world is concerned, where world music is concerned. It matters a lot. It does. And it added to his brand. It added to his validation as an artist and as a business owner. Right? So that is what establishing Unruly did for Popcaan. And establishing Unruly was the path that took him to meet to OVO. OVO was another stamp in his career. People made fun, oh my God. People made fun of Popcaan and Drake's relationship to the point where even I found it comical, honestly. It was the most hilarious thing to see Dancehall make fun of Popcaan and Drake's relationship. I couldn't understand why. All I could have boiled it down to was either the basic Jamaican bad mind, or lack of understanding and lack of exposure. Maybe a lot of these people who were criticizing never had an international friend or never had friends outside of their own culture. So to see Popcaan so close to Drake sparked red flags for a lot of people. Like, whoa, what is this happening? Oh my God, how is this happening? Really? You never have a friend outside of Jamaica yet? Like, me not understand. It was never a business relationship. These two men are honestly just friends, based on what I see. I don't see it as a business relationship. Drake's entire album, not Scorpion, the one before that, where One Dance and all of those other highly Caribbean influenced songs was on. One of my closest friend was a Jamaican dancehall artist. We expect, and all of that added to him getting the contract he got with OVO. Drake nor Popcaan have to give us details about that agreement between him and OVO. If you have sense, you will figure it out. Obviously, it's not a 360 album deal. Else, Popcaan would have put out an album by now. And Popcaan would have lived hip-hop star rich life. And Unruly would have stood up on the level way there. But what? Popcaan is growing, his label is growing, and he's still doing work that has OVO on all of the creditations. So that said to me that the contract with him and OVO have is not a musical contract in terms of I'm signing your records, I'm signing your voice. Unruly still a produce the whole of Popcaan music. And any other engineer we might work with, our label, our production company we might work with. So obviously the arrangement we have with OVO have to do with brand. It's a brand deal him get. Literally, like he can probably use, and this is not facts. I'm not sure. Like I said, there hasn't been details released about what his contractual agreement with this record label is. But common sense can tell the people it obvious is a brand deal Popcaan signed, and they also benefit from using Popcaan's brand and image to promote Drake. Popcaan benefit the same way, resources, access. He can now go to places and send his music into areas where he probably would have been given the side eye with just Popcaan Unruly. Now it's Popcaan OVO, so no door is closed on him anymore. So obviously it's a brand deal, that was a brand contract. With those moves in place, accomplishing what he has over the extension of his career thus far, how can we sit here and believe or act as if he's being too much or it's not great what he accomplished, not just for himself as an artist but for the industry as a whole? It's a great accomplishment. I'm very proud of him, very proud of him. I'm very proud of what he has accomplished as a person. I'm proud of what he has accomplished within his team, because not just him alone get him to where he is right now. There's a big engine behind him, and big engine not just mean America Universal Records or a bag of money. It means dedicated people with the same purpose, with the same vision, wanting to accomplish the same goals and filtering all their talents to do such thing. And that's what they're doing. And I'm really proud of them. I'm really proud of the inspiration that he has provided to the industry and to people. And that's what the video was about. The video was about showing you where he's coming from and where he's at now. That's why all of this coming like is a dream I played at the background. That's why I'm taking the time out to big up Vybz Kartel and OVO. Vybz Kartel represents where I come from. Vybz Kartel did see it before everybody else, the potential we possess. Yeah, the road get rocky and them both did have to go them separate ways. But from the get-go, that man saw in him what we're all seeing now. Him seeing at him what OVO are seeing now. So for that reason, he deserves every bit of what he's getting right now. And he deserves to show it off. Because guess what? There's a little 14-year-old at the ghetto where I got to see that video there and remember, say him life not for be where man live forever. Him I go remember say there's a way out. Might not be through music, might not be through receiving Billboard plaques, but the hope is restored. And that's what's important. We have come to the end of yet another episode of the session, guys. If you have gotten to this part of the video, please comment dancehall nice. Yes, and that way I work with going forward. Comment dancehall nice. And remember to give my like button some love. Show my like button some love. And remember to share this video with your friends. Also subscribe to the channel if it's the first time you are seeing me or seeing this video and you're a fan of dancehall. This is where you need to be. Okay? Trust and believe. So go ahead and subscribe. And if it's not the first time you see me, make today the day that you subscribe. It really does help us out over here a lot. So please go ahead and do that. And also remember to follow me on social media. Links are in the description bar down below. And until next time, angels, walk good. All you beautiful people out there in the world, don't forget to celebrate yourself. Bye, angels.